Hey everyone, Mountain Man here. Just wanted to do a little short video of the gear that I used on my 2-day backpacking trip to the Smokies. Now we drove up to Cage Cove and started out in Cage Cove, wound up doing two different trails, Anthony Creek and the Boat Mountain Trail. We did both of those. Went ahead and worked our way on up to the Appalachian Trail. Stayed on the Appalachian Trail for a while. Went up to Rocky Top. This place is spectacular. If you ain't never been, you need to go check that out. Hiked back down. Went to Spence Field. Stayed at Spence Field Shelter that night. Weather, it was about 20 degrees that night. The low 40s, windy. It had snowed probably a couple of days before we got there. So most all the snow was gone. There was just some patches on the north side. But anyway, got up the next morning, worked our way up down to another campsite, and then we worked our way on out, back down into Cage Cove, looped back down. I can't think of the name of that trail. The trail that we came out on, Russell Field Trail. We worked our way on down, back to the car, and then into Gatlinburg for some breakfast, and then back home. So let's get to going, and let me show you what I brought. It wasn't a whole lot of gear. I did not take a whole lot of gear. I know what my capabilities are. I know what I can get by with and don't take. The cold, some of the cold bothers me, but it doesn't bother me a whole lot, because I didn't take much clothes at all, which you'll see. So let's get started. Of course, I got my Osprey Atmos. This is the 58, I think it is. Might be the 48. But anyway, this is a good pack. I really like it. I can't say nothing bad about it. The only thing that I would change, if I changed anything, it would be the hip belt. I wish it had a little bit bigger hip belt and at least one pocket on it, but I mean, that doesn't really bother me. Anyway, it's a great pack, and I like it. I'm getting ready to get another pack, the Light AL for Curve. I haven't decided if I want to do the 35 or the 40, but one of them I am getting. Okay, headlamp, night core. I think it's a 300 lumen, rechargeable, great little light, works well. I've had no problems with it. I've got my anchor. This is a 20,000. I also have a 10,000, but I took this one. I really could have got by without it. I really could have got by with my 10,000, but I took this where I could make sure my phone and my headlamp and all that kind of stuff was charged if I needed to do it. What is this? Brexel Link charging cord for my phone. So that's all the electronics. Of course, I had my Google Pixel 2 with me, getting ready to upgrade that to the Google Pixel 4 next year. They say it's a lot better phone. I have no idea, but hey, we'll find out. This is just a little old ditty bag. It's like a little less than 12 ounces. All I have in here is like vitamins, ibuprofen, just a couple of first aid things, repair, gluco tape, little mirror to see. So that's all I have in there. And of course your toilet paper, your trowel, some wet wipes. We did have a preview, so that was great. Couldn't say enough about that. That was good. Six Moons design backpacking umbrella. Great umbrella. I love it. Of course, I didn't need it. And I took this is a Sierra Designs waterproof windbreak pants. I took them. I really didn't use them. You know, there again, you know, it doesn't really bother me when I'm up. So, but, you know, if I needed them to break the wind or whatever, if it didn't rain, hey, I had them. This is my food bag. It's light AF. I also have a Z-Packs food bag. This was just a little bit smaller. I took 2.5 days worth of food, which really didn't add up much, but I wound up bringing some of it back. So, okay, cooking, water filtration. Had my C-Knot bag where I could fill up with water, and I didn't carry water in this all the time. The only time I put water in it, carried it with us, was when we got to Spence Field Shelter. My Sawyer Mini. I like the Mini. It saves on a little weight, but I just don't think I get the flow rate. I think I'm going to go with the bigger one and see how that works. If it doesn't work no better, then hey, I'll just stay with the Mini. I'll just get by. I do carry some water pills with me just in case something was to happen. Good idea. Titanium spork spoon. This is my Tokes cook pot. I never cook in it. All I do is heat water. Little thing of gas. BRS stove. Very small, very lightweight. I love this thing. I do have a different one, but it seems like I wind up always taking this BRS. It's never given me any problems. Great little stove, works well. If the wind's blowing, now, you know, yeah, you had to get something just to put around it, but I don't know. I've never had no problems. It takes a little bit longer if the wind's really blowing the heat, but that don't bother me. I made a little koozie for my cook pot. Made it out of Reflectix and the tape. But this, I love this. The little koozie I made is just, I can stand my little grits or oatmeal bag up in it, pour my water in it, and I just eat out the bags. Okay, so enough of that. Let's get to the clothes. I had 2 pair of socks, 1 pair of darn toughs, 1 pair of liners just to wear at night when I'm laying down. I had an Alaskan, what is that? Hard gear, long sleeve wicking t-shirt. This thing's great. Just a pair of leggings that I wore on my legs under my shorts. This is the top and bottom thermal set, one of my thermal sets. This is a -33, comes from -33. A great thermal set, not cheap. It rates you down to 0. Worked well that night. This is a pair of lightweight wicking shorts that I wore the whole time we were there. Did well. I never had no issues getting cold or nothing during the day or night. This here is a Mountain Hardwear little thin fleece jacket that I took. I wore during the day if I had to. Most of the time I wasn't wearing it. As we were walking, I mean, you get hot hiking and stuff like that, so most of the time it stayed on the top of my pack. The only time I really wore it was that evening when we was at the shelter. I put it on just to keep the chill off. Little buff. Gotta have a buff. These things can be used for all kind of stuff. Put it on your head, around your neck. If you need something, wet it. If it's hot, put it around there. Take care of your carotid arteries. Keep them cool. A little knee brace. It's a copper fit. I think that's what it is. Sometimes my knee bothers me, but not all the time. Just off and on. But I took that, so no problems. These are a pair of little knit. I don't know if you call them knit, but it's like this little glove liner made by Hestra. Great little gloves. This was my toboggan, 100% wool. This thing is hot. I didn't wear it very much. Okay. Now for my sleep system, like I said, I didn't take a whole lot. This was my Thermarest Neo Air Light 2.5-inch sleeping pad, 12 ounces. See the Summit blow up pillow? This is the first time I ever used this. But this thing's bigger than what I thought. Worked well, comfortable. I think this thing is like, oh God, it's like 0.04 ounces or something like that. Okay, this here, this is my top quilt. I like sleeping bags, and I do have some sleeping bags, but I wanted to get out of them, so I did. This is my UG quilt. This is a 10-degree, 850 down top quilt. And let me tell you what, it will definitely keep you warm. I mean, I actually got too warm. This thing works great. I love it. I used my, I took one of my ties that goes around my sleeping pad and hooked it into one set of my loops here. I've got 3 different loop sets on here that you can, if you want to just use 1, 2, or 3 snap loops, you can use it just to tighten everything up. But I only used 1 because, like I said, it actually got too warm that night. Two snaps on the bottom so you can open it up for more ventilation. But I can't say enough about this quilt. I mean, this thing's fantastic. So guys, that's it. That's all I took. You know, I had put something on one of the groups that I'm with, you know, showing how light my stuff was. And, you know, a lot of people was concerned, hey, you know, you're not carrying enough. You're going to the Smokies and this and that. I live here in the Smokies. I know what the weather is. I know my capabilities as an outdoor enthusiast and backpacker. So, I mean, you know, so this is all I carried. And I was very light with my pack. Now, yeah, there are times to where you do need more gear. But if you get out enough and you do it enough, you learn that, you know, hey, I don't need to take this. I don't need to take that. So, I mean, you're getting yourself down, way down in weight. When I first started out, I was up to 30 pounds or more. Now, with I never carry over 3 days worth of food. It don't matter what trail I'm doing, because somewhere or another, you're gonna have an exit point within 3 or 4 days. So you can make a resupply or a pickup or something like that. That's what I do when I section hike the AT. But yeah, even with my food and water, I mean, my pack was very light. So as always, I want to thank you all for watching. I want to thank my subscribers, all my support team out there, If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, where you get those notifications when I put these videos out. Again, thanks for watching.